In this video, I'm going to explain how to synthesize this molecule here from 4 carbons or less. So you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different carbons on here, and the one he wants you to add on is to a chain of 5 carbons. So this problem is going to involve synthesizing 3 different molecules. First of all, if you know that you need to couple this methane onto this pentane, you're going to use the coupling reaction from Herbert House. You're going to start with the copper lithium with 2 methane molecules added onto it. And you're going to have this pentane molecule here. So you have this copper lithium compound, and that reacts with an alkyl halide. So this molecule has to be connected to a halide. And the one he likes to use is bromine because it's cheap and readily available. Chlorine would also be a good one to use for this one too. Fluorine would react too quickly. This is how he wrote this molecule on the board. It should be H2 to complete this bond. So I'm just going to be using 2. Okay. So you can see this halide has 5 carbons, so we can't start with this. So we need to synthesize this. To get that a bromide on, we would have to use Br2 with a heat or light, and we'll have our pentane. So since we're not allowed to start with this, we need to make this. So we have to use another coupling. And looking at this molecule, you can break it up this way here and kind of do the same thing that we're doing up top. It's just with 1 less carbon. So we could use our methane with the copper lithium. And we'll have a butane with 4 carbons as the alkyl halide. So instead of that H, again, we're going to have Br. Actually, in this problem, the bromine should be on the end, so that way it can attach here. So let me. So you'd have the H and the CH2 Br. So to make this, it'll be Br2 with heat or light. And just to point this out, for the bromine to go on this carbon here, this is going to be a minor product. The bromine would much rather go on to this carbon here because this is a tertiary carbon. The order of reactivity goes tertiary, secondary, primary. So this is going to be a minor product, but if you want to get that methane onto here, you would just have to work with the minor product. It's weird for him to be asking you to synthesize something as a minor product, but that's how you would synthesize one using 4 carbons or less. And then here, to get this, you have copper with a halide on it. bromine is a good one to use. And then you'll have the your methane with lithium, and you'll add that onto an alkyl halide, and to make that bromine in heat or light with methane. I was going to draw an M for methane, but it's supposed to be a carbon. So we use that coupling reaction to synthesize our starting material here. So now this has 5 carbons and we're allowed to use this. So we have 1/2 of the coupling done. And now the easy part, it's literally the same thing as we did down here. We use copper and bromine. We'll use the methane and lithium. And lithium goes with an alkyl halide. And the alkyl halide is made from bromine and heat or light with methane. So this is how you would synthesize this product using 4 carbons or less. You had to make the pentane that you used to couple methane with. The only thing is that the only flaw in this is this right here. It's a minor product. I would highly recommend asking what you could do to compensate for this being a minor product. He may even want you to use like a different molecule or a different mechanism, but this is one possibility. This is one way you can make it. So if you were to do this on a test, you should, and you're using this mechanism, you should definitely write that this is the minor one, and that's really going to slow down your reaction. So yeah, that's how you synthesize this molecule with 4 carbons or less.